Hello, everybody. To go on what the first negative was trying to state, he mostly was talking about how hard it would be to get a job in NASA, per se. But of course, most jobs, of course, in NASA require higher education. You don't want just random high schoolers coming into a program like NASA and doing research in that kind of quality. So he mentioned it's hard to, a lot of them are astronauts and a lot of them are engineers or scientists, and that they make quite a bit good money, right? But to talk about aerospace engineers, which is a big portion of what NASA is, since it is what's going into space, over the last few years and to the years to come, the field of aerospace engineering is expected to decrease, the job prospects in the few upcoming years. Now, this could be correlated directly or indirectly with how NASA itself, being a big proponent of aerospace engineering, is losing funding every year, so it has to cut costs somewhere. That being probably less aerospace engineers to fund. And to go on with what he said about the oceanographers making, I believe he said the researchers with a doctorate of $49,000 salary to become oceanographer. You can't compare two different degrees. It's just an engineer and an oceanographer are two different fields. They don't work on the same stuff, so you can't expect to correlate one to another. One's focused on aspects of the ocean, deep ocean, all that, while the other one is trying to design rockets and all that to get to space. They're different types of education. Maybe they started off with this similar, but in the long run, it was all different. Also, he also mentions that a lot of the funding that goes into NASA, if it would go into ocean exploring, ocean, would be like 1,600 years. But what we believe is that discovering space is a better investment than discovering the ocean. Everything that we've done in space has also led to various technological advancements that have benefited directly or indirectly Earth. So, like in the according to a CNN article, in the 1960s, NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory created digital imaging processing, an innovative technology that uses computers to enhance images of the moon. In the medical field, scientists and researchers found that this technology could be used to enhance images of organs in humans. Today, digital image processing is used in magnetic resonance imaging or CT scan. So, just through aspects of just the space program, even though it was not their intentions to help create the MRI or any of that, the spin-off technology in turn ended up helping Earth in general. Also, to go along with exploring the ocean, it only provides a short-term benefit. See, while you may say we mapped more of the moon than our own oceans, once we've mapped the whole ocean, that's it. But the universe itself is way more vast and expands way more than the ocean itself. So, and not only that, the space program itself inspires others to pursue that field. I don't really see other people trying to become oceanographers. I'm pretty sure when people were little, when they saw the Apollo landing, they wanted to become astronauts, aerospace engineers, whatever. It's kind of like these things. A study done by Stephen J. from Freakonomics. He said that when he discovered, he was doing a little study. He said after 34 years of putting money into the Apollo program, 34 years later, when I asked guests on the space show, students and people in space-related fields what inspired or motivated them to start space business or pursue their science education, over 80% said that they were inspired and motivated because of having gone to the seen the moon landing. And then businesses were started and now meeting payrolls, paying taxes, and sustaining economic growth because the founder was inspired by early days of the manned space program, often decades after the program ends. So even after NASA's various programs have been cut, and it's not like it's the end of what inspires people to innovate and look forward in the future. That's why companies like SpaceX and all these brand new companies are coming out, popping everywhere, trying to be the next NASA per se. But we need to focus more on the NASA's funding, because in the moment there's private businesses cannot take over yet because there's not much profit to gain from space exploration yet. So it's NASA's job as a non-profit institution to take over and just lead the economy into new flows. So when private businesses do come up, they lead the rest of the economy into a better direction.